Hey, it's Althea.
And Maya.
And this is our podcast
With our powers combined.
Would you look at that? You might be looking at our video if you're watching, but we have cakes right in front of us.
Cake.
Because this episode is the power of tables.
Yes. Not building tables, but more gathering at the table.
Mm-hmm.
The kitchen table, our metaphorical table.
Yes.
Because I think we can all agree that some good things tend to happen when you bring people you love around a table, whether that's to eat or to chat, to play a game. There's something about the gathering that is good.
Exactly.
And we want to explore that power.
Yes. And also, fun fact, in Filipino, in Tagalog, the word for table is called hapagkainan, which is, it translates to like table for food, or not table, like what do you
Like
call
a
this?
surface?
Yeah, like surface for food. It's not, hapag is not like surface, it's more like something like this. But yeah, I'm bad at translating. But it's like for food specifically, which is like, it shows you what Filipino culture.
I like that.
Filipino culture really gives importance to like tables as like a gathering place and like a food place. So
I like that.
yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about today. But we're gonna attempt to do that as we're trying to decorate a cake.
And we both feel the right amount of normal about this process. I'm just starting because
as
scooped.
one does.
I don't
will
know what I'm
also
doing.
scoop. So we have chocolate cakes in front of us, which we baked. Go watch our bonus episode and see
How we did. It was
how we did
perfect. It was short, succinct, perfect baking.
it. Do not judge us. Let me put this here in case you need more.
Dun, dun.
But yeah, so like with that, I was thinking when we were planning this episode, I was like, that is so fitting because Filipino culture, or the culture that I grew up with, like that's our family language. I feel like our community language. I feel like Filipino culture, food or tables brings everybody together. I think no matter where you go, you see a Filipino somewhere here in America, California, or in the Philippines, wherever you are, like we will always find a way to bring community together through food. So,
I mean, I think everyone should be doing that. I remember being very surprised growing up and learning that I had friends who didn't do that. Like even just friends who were like, no, we don't eat dinner together as a family. And I was like, what are you talking about?
yeah.
What do you do then?
Yes.
And they're like, we just all like kind of eat whenever. Like
Yes.
I go eat in my room, and I was like, you what?
Yeah, and
Why would you do that? That's so sad.
That's what I thought. I was like, I grew up where all of our meals were eaten together. I know that people have work and stuff, but breakfast and dinner, we always would at least wait for another person, or like all of the family would come together to eat dinner intentionally.
Yeah.
And coming here to America, just what I've noticed, it's that I feel like sometimes food or like meals, like time for meals, is a little bit more individualized.
Yeah.
Like it's fine to just like eat lunch by yourself, or just whenever you wake up in the morning, you eat breakfast whenever. So I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, because that's what we're also doing now that we're here in America. You know, just people are working.
Form of assimilation.
People are working. People have their own time. But as much as we can, we still like eat breakfast together. When the family's at home together, like we would always cook for one another. So I thought that's interesting.
Yeah, that's actually something we're trying to teach my niece and nephew right now. Is they will either eat really quickly, or they just kind of get bored with eating. It's more fun to go play, you know, when you're
exactly.
when you're four,
When you're four.
they're so big now.
When you're a little baby.
But we keep teaching them that, hey, we're still eating. Like Emma and Papa are still eating. They'll say, when we say, you can get down, but you're going to play by yourself because the family is still eating dinner. And they'll say sometimes, but your plate's empty. We're like, yeah, but now we're talking, we're visiting, we're waiting, and we might eat some more food. And like trying to teach them that, that if you're done, if your tummy's full, we're not going to make you sit there and like eat yourself sick, obviously. But the family is having family time right now.
Yes.
And you can choose to be by yourself right now, but the family isn't going to stop family time.
Yes.
And it's been interesting because we've been having this conversation off and on probably for the last like 6 months. Because now they're getting old enough to be like, I want to get down. I want to go play.
Yeah.
And I've noticed it with my nephew more is that sometimes he'll stay and he's watching like, what are you doing? Like, what's this like adult thing that's happening?
Yeah.
That you guys all want to come and sit here. So my niece will still ask to get up.
Of course.
Or sometimes she's content if like one of us will hold us on her lap. That she's like, okay, this is good. Like hold me on my lap. But he'll sit there and he'll just kind of watch us. Like he's trying to track what's going on, which is funny because like I said, that was such a part of childhood. Like I think I can genuinely count on one hand the amount of times we like watched TV and ate dinner or like watched a movie. It was truly, we all came in, we all talked about our day, about work, school, like it was connection. And that very much was the purpose and intent of what we were supposed to do.
Yeah.
And it was much beloved. And even I had friends who would come over to the house and we would do family dinner. And I was like, yeah, we're all gonna eat together. And I had friends after tell me like, I've never seen that before. And some of them were like white families. So I'm like, maybe this just isn't your norm. But like some of them weren't. Like I had a friend who was Japanese and she's like, I feel like our family's so busy, we never do this anymore. So she was like, that's really cool, like to see that.
Yeah, I think that's so interesting because I know predominantly Asian cultures have that same thing with food and culture. And I was gonna say, like, let's pause and actually put this in the fridge.
I realized that all of a sudden I didn't know how to do it. I'm sorry.
Like, no. It's normal. We're decorating a cake. What do you know?
I didn't want to interrupt you.
We maybe should set a timer for what?
Yes. Maybe like 5 minutes,
5 minutes
to start?
Yeah. What I find that interesting that like even us, our family, because now everybody's like working.
Yeah.
And everybody's working different times.
Yeah.
So that it's hard to like actually get together every night.
Yeah.
To have dinner together. So it's always like whoever's there can have dinner together.
Yeah.
And so we make it intentionally when we're together. We usually just like do a huge thing. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me just put my thing in do not disturb. Yeah. I was gonna ask, does like here in America, is it like, do you guys have like rules or is it called like superstitions with like dining?
I don't think so. I feel like I should clarify. There are certainly regional things in the sense of even when like just dinner time varies from like regional areas. Like I remember one time even like, I know that's worldwide, like listening to someone, they were like, yeah, it's 8:00, it's time for dinner. And I was like, 8 p.m.? That's like your standard dinner time? And they were like, yeah, just like in life, that's when I eat dinner. And I was like, as a child, I was in bed by 8 p.m. I was eating dinner usually when we got home by like 5:30 because we had been at work work and school. We were like, no, I'm starving. Let me eat. I've been eating since noon. It's been 5 hours. Something. Give me food. Yeah. So like, I know there's some like regional stuff like that. I don't know if there's anything hyper specific. Like I could think of like etiquette rules, but I would also say what's funny is I feel like the last probably like 2 generations have really moved away from the idea of traditional. Just in general, part of it I think is maybe a feeling of wanting to like assert independence, and some of it is the natural inclination of like, I want to be different, so I'm not going to be who my grandparents and my parents were, so I'm going to do my own thing. So I really feel like there's been a shift away from like whether it's household rules of like no this at the table, or like social niceties of this is okay or not okay to talk about, to table etiquette of like make sure that you keep your elbows off the table and like things like that, I feel like have been, at least here in like California, I would say have largely gone to the wayside,
right?
Which does make me sad because I feel like I do enjoy, I don't necessarily want to say the word ritualistic, but I do kind of like the rituals associated with dinner time of like, we set the table and we lay out the food and we all say grace. And then we go when we wait until everyone's plate is full, like little things like that do feel like almost like a sacred little like tradition. So it does feel sad to me that I don't think that's as present anymore in the US.
I was gonna say that. I was like, I love doing that. Like when we get together and we like sit down, like slow down and wait for people. I know sometimes it gets chaotic with like trying to get, well, for us at least, trying to get all the family together, even with the little kids, like wherever they go.
We're just the nieces and nephews, and it's just like me getting them lunch. I'm like, I feel crazy. So
yeah. So, but it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
To even have that like chaos, I feel like it creates such a core memory, even though it's so simple. Like as you said, it is a sacred thing.
Yeah.
And I think we've kind of lost that because now it's so easy to just be distracted even while you're eating, or to feel like, oh, I need to be productive while eating. So I think like just thinking about even in university, when I went with my roommates, we always like gathered together at the table and made food and shared our food. I'm so grateful and so blessed because I was like, I'm such a foodie and I love to cook. So we actually did like dinners together. We set like who's gonna make dinner for like every night. And so we had our times where we're just like, oh yeah, we're just gonna eat out. But like, I love that. Like getting to see like who's gonna cook, what are you cooking, like the whole process of that. Because it's not just I'm doing something. It's kind of what we did where we were getting to know each other. Like, oh yeah, I'm a little bit anxious, like while you're right there watching me wash, you know, or like I'm just stressful. Like, and then you just see like my focused face as I'm just like doing that one task because I'm in the zone. So I love like that we get to know each other in that. So I love that little like process that you get to do. But I was asking you about like superstitions and stuff because there's like a little funny thing where they say like if you don't finish all of your rice, they're gonna go like they're gonna go haunt you in your dreams. Like I remember stuff
rice
like
is
that.
gonna get you.
Like if you don't finish all of your food.
I mean, we definitely have like the classic, if you like things are like, oh, make sure that you like clean your plate or else like there's the like don't swallow the seeds because if you swallow the seeds they're gonna grow in your stomach. Like
exactly,
we have like those kind of like but even then I feel like they've largely been like again I think they're largely like regional. Like I feel like my cousins in Texas get different like warnings than I get.
There's also one where if everybody's like if there's like 5 of you and 3 of you are finished eating, you shouldn't like clean up everything while people are still eating because it's kind of like disrespectful. I've also heard that if you're single and you clean up before the single person or single ladies like still eating, that they're never gonna get married or something along the lines of that. I just hear those things like growing up. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
if I never get married, it's my parents' fault.
It's your parents' fault for cleaning up
while
before.
I was a slow eater.
Exactly.
R.I.P. myself.
RIP. Yeah, but I love like just the different traditions in gathering. Do you have any other like traditions, maybe with friends, like potlucks or like a bigger community?
I was gonna say, you reminded me of this when you were talking about college, is we had sort of an unspoken tradition all throughout college, as we had a massively large friend group and many of them were so social. So we had a huge group chat And it was pretty much common knowledge that as soon as one of you entered the calf, you never found like a solo table. You always went for one of the huge, like long tables in the middle, and you would try to grab everything possible, and you would be like, hey, before your class was over and it was like lunchtime, you would text in the group chat like, head to the calf, how many seats am I saving?
Right.
And it was kind of like the unspoken like tradition that whoever got there first would save the seats.
Yeah.
And would kind of pass. And eventually, and it was kind of also unspoken that like, yeah, we're going to be here for at least an hour. So you have an hour to get to this space. And we'd all sit and we would be like, okay, how's your class? And it was like a touch point in the day for our friend group of like 20 something people all trying to fit. And we'd be, okay, grab another chair. And it was just this like chaos in the calf of all of us connecting. And it was very clear and like it was unspoken that whoever got there first got to pick inside versus outside. So it's like you had a preference, like, get to the calf first. Try to convince them to move. So I just think that was always very fun, and the ritual of like everyone piling their food because and there was a little bit of like, okay, once at least half people are here, you can start eating. Right. So you'd be waiting for everyone. So I remember that being kind of a fun little unspoken. And then also they did like an ice cream bar on Sundays because like Sundays. Yeah. So I remember in the group chat being like, Sundays? And you'd gather your group and we'd all go and get ice cream and like talk about like what was coming with the week. So those are just like friend traditions that I remember being very fun. And then still in college, my friend, and mostly my friend, because she was more of the baker than I was, would make cakes for everyone for their birthday. So whenever we knew someone's birthday was coming up, her and I would trek downstairs to the basement where there was a kitchen, and we would make our birthday treats together. And everyone knew, oh, like so-and-so's birthday is coming up. Maya and Emily are baking. And it was, again, mostly Emily. I was there as her assistant. And Emily's baking and Maya's going to be in the room while she does it. And would do like those things which were very fun. And I think about that in college. Again, I feel like family dinner was so important to our family. So it felt very fun. That was by like my sophomore year to have a group of friends who were like, yeah, we all want to eat together and kind of still have that feeling of family dinner, even though it wasn't, okay, I come in and set the table and then Adrian comes in and helps with this portion of dinner and then Dad's going to be running in late and we're going to tease him about how late he is, even though it wasn't that. Yeah. Those elements still kind of trickled in. So there still was definitely that family feeling of like, we're having family dinner, which was in a cafeteria eating pizza. It was still family dinner.
Yeah. I do think there is still that sacredness, whatever you're eating, as long as you're eating with somebody else. I think I find that if I ate alone, it's more for convenience. Yeah. It's more for like, oh yeah, I just got to get through it and like, I just got to eat my meal. Like, you know, but if you do have a table and you share it with somebody else, it's like, it's more sacred.
Totally. Yeah. And it is very fun. I have a distinct memory. We had different meals that were like staples where, you know, we'd rotate through them. And one was probably like once a month, maybe like once every month, we would do like meatloaf. And I loved making meatloaf because it was so fun to mix all the, we'd, you know, scrub our hands and we'd be like, okay, it's time. I'll be like, okay. And little did we know, because my mom was like, I think this part's kind of gross, so I don't want to do it. But me and my brother thought it was like a hoot. So we would be in there squishing. I remember my sleeves like pushed up to my elbow and like squealing, touching the egg and being like, ah, we're baking. And like just the joy of those moments, like, just being together and kind of knowing for those meals, like, yes, my turn to do the meatloaf. And like building those little traditions were so fun. Yeah, I do love that. Is our cake ready? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go check on the thing. Okay, check on the thing. I'm gonna check our cakes.
A cake. Yeah, I do love having, our cake is back.
And she's so cold to my little hands.
I know. I do love that, like being able to do something. Again, it's the process of that, making things together, which if we're talking about the power of table, it's connecting you with another person, and that's why it's so sacred, because it's connection. I think in our culture today, because we're talking about how we've kind of lost that a little bit. I'm sorry. If you're watching, you gotta see it. It's really cute.
Guys, I did so good. I'm not going to do anything.
She's not going to do anything else.
I feel like I've learned from this flower.
Guys.
Podcast over.
Goodbye.
We're just here to decorate cakes now.
No, I was saying that we've, like, maybe hustle culture has, stopped that. Like, but I think, to what I see, people are craving it. And people are, especially the younger generation, I think, are trying to find ways to connect.
Yeah.
With things like this. I see a lot of, like, trends where, like, do this with your friends. Like, create things together, stuff like that, which I think is a good sign. There is so much power in meals.
Oh, yeah.
And actually sitting down without a phone and just seeing each other eye to eye while having food. I think it connects you in a different way.
This turned out so much better than it had any right to. I do think it's interesting with social media because it's so funny is obviously I consume the content because I like it.
Yes.
Is I see videos of people doing like themed dinner parties. Mm-hmm. And I think they're fantastic. I think they look like they're so much fun.
Yeah.
You can tell that the people genuinely like being there. You can tell like the host genuinely is enjoying the hosting process, like all of those things. But also, I always think, man, that is so like intimidating because it's like, here's the menu invite that I send out and I'm doing braised short ribs and here's my my beautiful table, and it can start to feel like, well, and I don't want this to be misunderstood. Mm-hmm. I love like putting true, genuine thought into hosting.
Yes.
Like I think casual hosting is delightful.
Yes.
And I also think there's something so beautiful about saying, hey, I'm inviting you over to dinner and I want it to be a party. I want to host a proper dinner party. Yes. And I think that's so fun. But I think it's also so easy to go, oh my gosh, I need it to look like this. And mine isn't turning out that good. And I'm trying so hard to...
It becomes performative.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to recreate a moment rather than like a feeling.
Right.
And I'm just looking for the aesthetic.
Right.
And I'm like, man, like, yes, host a dinner party. Like, if you can and you got the friends who are into it, why not?
And you have the finances for it.
Yeah, if you've got the whole system, why not do it? Yeah. But also, like, I think about literally like what we did for your birthday party. It was the funnest thing in the world, but it wasn't like, and now we're going to Instagram everything and like upload the video. It wasn't about content. It was you saying, I, for my birthday, want a bunch of friends over.
Yes.
I want to host them because I love you and I want you all to be here to celebrate with me. Or like when we did my tea party.
Yes.
And it was like, we're just here.
It's casual.
Like, yes, this is a themed event, but the goal wasn't, I'm trying to recreate this particular moment. It was like, let's all just eat little tiny sandwiches and paint.
Yeah.
So really getting into the spirit of it. And what made both of those, I think, so fun was that it was people we loved just connecting. And the food just eases the way.
Yeah. I do think even as to your point of like, it could be so intimidating feeling like you don't have a lot to offer somebody, especially nowadays in this economy. In this economy. That you have to do something grand, or not even for like the content, but just like, I want to do like a huge thing. But the simplicity of gathering together. I mean, I think about like spontaneous like hangouts that we have with our friends. Yeah. That we're just like, oh yeah, we're all talking and we've been like connecting for hours, that now it's like dinner time, and now we have to like,
we're like, surprise, it's now dinner.
It's now dinner with friends. Like things like that are just like, it's so powerful. It's like it's so simple. Like I don't think we have to overcomplicate things when we try and gather. It doesn't have to be this huge grand thing, I think is what I'm saying.
Yeah. And I think it definitely builds like a closer relationship, is that there are people who I feel closer to them because I'm like, I've had so many meals with you.
Right.
Like I feel so bonded.
Yeah.
We've cooked together. We've failed at cooking together.
Yes.
And it just feels like very intimate and very fun.
This is so cute.
I'm living my cake decorating dreams. Put me in, coach.
how do you think because there's this stats from UCLA Health, and it says from 2023 that people who share weekly meals report lower anxiety and higher life satisfaction.
Ooh.
In American Heart Association, in one of their research, it says families that eat together 5+ times per week report 40% lower stress.
I've heard that statistic.
Yes. How do you think eating together affect our mental health and our relationships?
I think, like, this is kind of a silly thing, but I do know this was true for me at times where I was struggling a lot, and this wasn't me struggling with like an eating disorder or anything. This was just me being anxious and like not taking care of myself because of it. Eating with another person like almost forced me to take care of myself. Because again, as someone who like tends towards anxiety, I would feel anxious if we were all eating together and I wasn't eating. So it would kind of force me to eat when I would be like, oh, it's fine, I don't want to. But if everyone, my friends were like, no, we're all going to go eat. I was like, oh, okay, I'll come too.
Right.
Because like, I want to do what we're all doing and I want to like be okay. So there were definitely seasons where I was like, oh, I'm like doing better in my mental health because I have friends who are being like, no, let's all eat together. Or like, no, we're doing a celebration. Like, come on. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like even just like so obvious, your brain thinks better when it's fed.
Right.
Like, obviously is when I actually have something like energy towards my brain, it's gonna do better.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, those little things are gonna make a difference. And I think also there's just something about knowing like you aren't alone. And I think sharing a meal with people, like
reinforces that you're not.
I personally have never had a silent meal. Maybe some of you out there have. RIP if that's you. But I've never had like a group meal that was silent. As people start talking and start connecting. And again, that feeling of I'm not alone.
Right.
It just translates to, okay, like I can do this. I think that's what most people need most of the time, is just to know that there's someone else.
Yeah. That you're heard. It's getting a little warm.
I know. My flores.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would say the same thing. Like, for me, it does reinforce the fact that I'm not alone. That, that I have...
Put my cake in for a
that I
switch
have
because it's starting to melt.
people. What's your, like, favorite way to gather people?
I love a potluck. I know that's some people feel very weird about a potluck, and I'm sorry that you've gone to potlucks where people didn't show up correctly and they brought you were stuck with like 18 salads and no one brought up like a main course. I'm sorry that you've had bad potluck experiences.
Go coordinate with people when you do a potluck.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, it's gonna be a little on you. I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna be controversial. I love a potluck. I have so many, as someone who like grew up in church and like old school church, I have so many memories of like after church barbecues that were just potlucks and having delicious like homemade, this is my specialty salad. These are my award-winning brownies. This is like, because also like small town energy, so everyone has like their award-winning something.
Yes, like a county fair award-winning something.
Yes, here's my marmalade. Like people like
the salsa.
Truly, and like that is so fun to me. I love like everyone coming together, and I do think it's really fun when it's like kind of chaotic. Like I know there's a lot of people who are like, I want a themed potluck. Everyone bring Mexican
but if it's
food.
just
and I'm like, yeah, I hear you. There's definitely a time for that. But there's also something so like so charmingly human to me about going to a potluck and you're like, oh, we've got some spaghetti and we've got some ribs and we have sushi and we have tortillas and homemade like beans and rice. And you're like, yeah.
How are we gonna...
Here, I brought the sliders.
Together.
Like just the vibe of just so many different kinds of meals and every possible configuration of a cookie that you could eat.
Yes. different
it
times.
feels so like truly charming to me.
Yeah.
In a way that I like struggle to articulate, but I think it just feels so human to have like the panic people who are like, I don't know what to bring. Here's my bag of chips. And the people who are like, this, I promise, my potato salad is going to change your life.
Yeah.
And like that just feels so fun. I feel like you get so many personalities.
Yes.
I think it also bears a lot of like, takes off responsibility of people feeling like I've got to cook everyone. I don't know everyone's preferences. It's like they're going to bring something they like.
Right.
So it always feels very fun. And I think it's also an immediate conversation starter of like, who brought this?
Yeah. What's this recipe from?
Yes. It just feels very fun and so easy to like just slide into conversation.
And again, you get to know people.
Yes.
Like more than just like what they do or what you see them do. And I do love the trend going on right now of people, of like group of friends going like, let's do a potluck where it's like everyone's gonna bring something that starts with the letter P.
Oh yeah, those are so fun.
Or like everybody's gonna bring something like based on the collar or something like that. I'm like, yeah, let's bring that back just for funsies and like have fun. And I also saw someone who, in their friend group, they DoorDashed like foods from different restaurants, but like,
and then they did like that was like their potluck.
And I was like, this could feed 100 people right now.
But honestly, I think that's fun. I think there's something very fun about a potluck, that it feels a lot less formal. It feels, and you can do it for anything. You can be like, hey, come over, we're watching Survivor. Like,
exactly.
It's the season finale. I don't know if it is. I don't actually watch Survivor. If you watch Survivor and it's fun, let me know.
Shout out.
Actually, we have a friend who watches Survivor. Text me.
That's what I said.
Text
shout out.
Invite me to watch with you.
That's what I said. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm texting you after this. Anyway, but it doesn't have to be someone's birthday or like a huge thing. I think sometimes we make meals and like gathering together like it has to be this huge thing. It has to be Thanksgiving dinner. It has to be this giant event. And it's like, you know, it can just be, do you want to go grab coffee?
Yeah.
And let's go grab coffee and let's split a pastry together and just chat. And it just instantly feels like, okay, we're just talking and connecting.
Yeah. I had a time just recently where I met with a friend and we're like, oh, let's intentionally, like, we had a vague plan, but let's intentionally just be together. And it's so funny because for dinner, we had a plan to like make dinner together, but we both were so tired for the day that we just sat down and had my craving, which is udon.
Delicious.
And we literally just sat down and had like a great time together, like without any distractions and just like spending time with each other, which I think we have to be intentional about our like time with one another. So what you had to face?
I had a face. I was literally just telling my sister on this is I think this trend started like 3 years ago in our family where for Halloween we do soups. Is everyone makes a soup and brings a soup and we do like a little soup potluck. So this past year we had tomato soup, we had clam chowder, we had not pozole. It was not a pozole recipe. It's it was a chicken with like a verde like sauce. It was like kind of pozole, but not. It was delicious. But everyone made, like my mom makes like an Italian soup and we cut up bread and grilled cheeses and all the fixings that you might possibly want on there. And you just get a bowl and everyone just tries everyone's soup and it's so warm. It's so cozy.
I love it.
It's delicious. Then everyone goes home with new soups. So you're fed for the week with soup. But we were saying that this is such a funny thing. And it just came from us trying to think practically about, hey, what's something quick that we can eat? And we go, oh, well, everyone can make a soup and then just bring it.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, we're all trying to get in the oven at the same time. It's just put it on the stove, heat it up, put it in a microwave and heat it up. It doesn't matter. And it just feels warm and cozy. And then we've been doing that for years now, trying out new recipes. And it's become just such a fun, cozy thing. And that is almost more of a marker of it's Halloween rather than like, oh, it's time to go get candy and go trick or treat. I'm like, it's Halloween. It's time for soup.
Yeah. And I think that speaks to like you can build your traditions in tables. Like, again, we go back to like tables build cultures.
Yes.
And tables build traditions.
Yes.
Tables build connection. And that power of tables.
Yeah.
I think it's so simple and straightforward, but we somehow forget like what that like could give us.
Totally. Even this is such a silly thing, is my brother and sister-in-law recently bought a new kitchen table like a few months ago. And it's a good sized round table. And every single time my mom is over and sits there, all she says is, I need to replace my kitchen table at home. Because she's like, it's too big, but it's also too small. She goes, and the edges, she's like, our family is just too big now. Like a square table doesn't actually make sense.
Right.
We need a round table to pull people in. I think it's so funny that literally the type of table can make a difference to whether you feel connected. As you know, it's literally like a cartoon trope. Is like, oh, you go and see the really rich person, and they sit on opposite ends, and they're like, "It's nice to see you today," and it's like so comical,
so
and it's
distant and cold.
Yes, and it's like, oh my gosh, no, can I come sit next to you? Can we be a little closer?
That's so funny. Yeah, and it's like you make more space with a round table, and you see each other a little bit more.
Yes, and even part of it is which again, I know we're talking about like the food part of table, but tables are truly can just be anywhere that you gather, whether that's a home cooked meal or that's game night with a bowl of like chips and salsa out on the table.
Yeah.
But we were also saying how much we love this long dining table they have because it's perfect when we all play cards together.
Exactly.
It's so easy for us all to get there and find our distinctive spots and have the room for it. And it's like, it's nice to have spaces where you can gather.
Yeah.
And sometimes that has to be intentional to be like, hey, I want to pick something that I can truly make space for people so that, yes, the food is part of it, but also it's like, I need to have a spot for you to gather at. I need a table for you to gather.
Right.
Metaphorical or not.
And I think that's a perfect way also. I know before we started the podcast, I kind of joked like, well, yeah, it's a power of table with the people you like. You're like, not strangers. I'm like, not strangers. No, but that's the perfect way to like get to know someone. Like literally, if you make a new friend, like if you sit down with them and grab coffee, like that's the perfect way to get to know them. We're gonna go check on our cake. Cake. It's so cute.
I feel so good about my cake, gang. I felt so much real human anxiety.
I feel like I'm getting Moana vibes from my cake.
It does have an ocean vibe. I'm going to get rid of this one because I don't like it. Boop. There we go.
I'm debating whether
I'm trying to think if I need blue on there or not.
I know. I was thinking if I want pink on it.
I really...
That's so cute.
For someone who's not soft pastel in real life, I really made such a soft... like, this is...
Like, such a soft girl era moment.
This is so what, like, 6-year-old Maya would have lost her mind over. Except I would have wanted more glitter. But I feel really so good about my cake. I almost want to like write something on it, but I'm so scared. But
I want to give this to somebody for their birthday or something.
What would I even write?
We should write a letter to each other.
A letter?
Like I'm just kidding.
I'm scared, but I will try.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm gonna.
We're in our last like stretch of cake decorating.
And it's going so much better than it had any right
I don't know what else I'm gonna do.
Let me test.
Yes. So I was saying that earlier about like inviting strangers to your table. That's literally how our friendship started.
Yes, as we got invited to an event together.
And there was food.
And that was such a fancy way to phrase that.
It wasn't an event.
You and I got invited to a red carpet.
It wasn't a big event. No, but you know what I loved? Was our Jesus and Waffles night.
Yeah.
For our teams. Oh, that's so cute.
I'm going to try to add.
We would do a Jesus and Waffles night where our team would bring like ingredients. Not just ingredients. Well, yeah, like toppings and like sauces, butters. We would bring them all together and we would make waffles. And our games. Best bro Giuseppe would make really good chicken.
I don't like the blue. I don't want it.
But it's so cute.
I changed my mind.
Oh, she changed her mind.
I'm just gonna eat it.
She's gonna eat it. Or you can get it with...
It's too late, I'm eating it. It's too late, I gotta eat all the frosting.
She's eating all the frosting.
Can't stop me.
Okay, so you might have heard a cut, but that's because we were so hyper-focused on making our cakes. Look how cute they are. Look
Professional
how cute.
cake decorators win.
Yeah. Apparently we can't really multitask when we're doing something really beautiful.
I think we did great up until we decided to write words.
Exactly.
And I think we really were like, we got a lot.
It was too anxiety-inducing, so...
My hands were a little shaky. I'm not gonna lie.
But we talked about the power of table.
Yes.
And I thought we had a really great discussion about it. But I have a last question.
Okay.
What's one person you really want to share a meal with soon?
Ooh.
Actually, let me scratch just one person.
Okay.
I think we can do like a group of people because it's a
Okay.
power of table.
I'm gonna cheat really quick. I'll
Okay.
give a real answer, but I'm gonna cheat and say I have already a scheduled hangout coming up in just a few days. I'm so excited to see one of my best friends from college. I'll be staying with her and her family, so I'll see her husband again, who's also
Funsies.
my friend, and her new daughter, which I'm so
Congratulations!
excited to meet her in person.
So cute.
So that's a little bit of like a cheat because I already have that scheduled.
Yes.
So I'm excited for future plans.
Yes.
I think in general, though, I actually have a friend. I've been thinking of this because we've been sending each other Instagram reels so much. Is I have a friend who we haven't connected in a while just because our schedules have been so busy, and some of the reels that I've sent you, like I've sent her back and forth, and I'm like, I need to reach out there and like schedule, like let's get
actually
coffee,
need
like
to.
let's talk in person because I don't think I've seen her in person in like months, and it
Yeah.
makes me so sad.
Yes.
So I need to meet with her and say hi.
Yeah, just reconnect. My answer, because we can't say family, we're always with family. We love you guys.
Oh
We'll
yeah,
share a
sorry. I
table
love
with
my
you all the
family.
time.
I see you guys like 3 times a week.
I know. My answer would be the Poots. Yeah, I do miss like being at a table with all 4 of us together. So that would be like, I would love to get together soon. We do, December is coming. So Pootmas is coming.
And maybe
soon.
before
And hopefully Pootmas would be in person. Wink, wink. Maybe. Hopefully. But yeah, that's the power of table. But Psych, I have another question. Before we
Surprise!
go, what's maybe a practical thing or something that you want to leave the people, tell the people on how to make gathering a part of our rhythm again?
I feel like my advice is always the same, and I'm sorry to be a broken record, but I would genuinely say start small, in the sense of like a small group. I don't think your first attempt at like trying to build gathering has to be, let me invite 100 people over. I think it can just be like, hey, me and my bestie are going to make an actual plan to get together, and I would challenge one step more than what you normally do. Like if right now you're like, yeah, we get coffee like all the time. They're like, okay, do you want to grab lunch?
Yeah.
Like, do you want to do like coffee and like just one step in that? Because I think we get, I'm trying to think how to phrase this without coming across as mean, because I don't mean this in a mean way. I think there's an unintentional feeling of, because we are so locked into like social media, that we can start to think any form of in-person contact is like good contact. Like I did it.
Right.
I met my people like thing for the day. I said hi to the checkout person.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
And you're like, you did not have a meaningful human interaction. I'm so sorry to tell you this. You making small talk for 30 seconds with your cashier is not
It's not.
meaningful human conversation. I'm so sorry to tell you. I know you love your bestie so
Right.
much. You sending them 5,000 reels on
It's
Instagram
not
is
the
not
same.
actually meaningful connection. I'm so sorry. I know
Right.
it is valuable. I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
not. But like, to do that one more step, because that's, I feel like, what we keep saying is the power of the table and gathering, is it's not just the food, it's that connection that is formed at the table.
Yeah.
And until you can get comfortable taking at least one person there, you're never going to get your dream Instagram like dinner party.
Right.
Like you're not going to get there until
Yeah.
you're able to do the small everyday stuff.
I love that.
Start small as always.
Start small. Put
You're
it on a
forever,
shirt.
you're forever my advice. Start small.
Start small. Hey, Smalls.
New merch. It's
But
been there the whole time.
Mine would be first, be intentional about it. I know I'm not perfect with that, with saying like to a friend, like, we should get together soon. But I also know that if I don't actually calendar a date with them, then it's most likely not gonna happen until like 6 months later when I remember or see them again. So be intentional, not just for you, for me as well. Second is make it simple.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it. Yeah. Like even this of just like getting a box cake, like bake something together.
I will say, it is mildly crazy that we said, hey, what if we baked and decorated cakes?
While doing a podcast.
We could have said, let's eat a quesadilla. But
Exactly.
we said, no.
We're gonna decorate a whole thing.
Have we ever tried baking or cake decorating together? No. We didn't well, we started with a small cake.
We did.
That's how we started small.
And actually this is bigger than we thought it was.
It was.
Yeah, but that would be mine. Is make it simple, don't overthink it. Yeah. Same as starting small. But
Keep it simple, start small.
Keep it simple, start small. Be intentional. There you go.
Nailed
That's
it.
the power of tables. I had so much fun decorating a
Good
cake.
one.
Bro, I need to take a photo of these two, and like we gotta post it because look at that.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
And if you have any family recipes that you love, if you have any family like traditions, if you have like a party that you're like, I'm trying to get up the courage to like host a dinner party, I'm going all out, like tell us about it. Comment below. If you have like pictures of you cooking or hosting parties, oh my gosh, you can tag them in us. Tag us and say like, power of
We want to see
table.
it.
We love to see it.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
So cute.
You can do that on our YouTube channel.
Tag us on Instagrammy. Watch our podcast.
WOPC.
Listen to our podcast on Spotify at wopc.podcast. And yeah,
Like, subscribe, comment,
hit the bell button.
get
And
the
also
notifications.
remember, you can rate us, but it's only 5 stars.
It's so weird.
It's like stuck
we've
there.
reached out to them and they were like, we don't know what this is. So you can only do 5 stars.
every time.
Yeah, if
Just
you try
5
to do
stars.
less than that, it just doesn't register. So I don't know.
Yeah, so let us know in the comments below if you're gonna cook something or decorate a cake with your friend. And this has been your host, Althea,
And your host, Maya.
and we'll see you next time. Bye.
I was gonna say, if we were being like cute and funny, we'd be like, yeah, tag us in like posts of you like making like sweet treats and like little snacks.
Little
If
sweet treats.
if you're a sweet treat or a snack, tag us.
Maybe.
We single?
Potentially. But you guys,
They turned out so good.
hey, you gotta grow.
With our powers
With
combined,
our powers
you
combined,
will grow.
you will grow. There you
We
go.
did so good.
It's so cute. We need to